Why am I not making as much as I thought? In real estate, there is a big difference between what agents think they make and what you actually make. There are a couple of factors that play into this, and it usually has a pretty significant impact on the bottom line. I am often surprised at how many times I've talked with an agent that made over $200,000 in commissions a year, and yet they struggle financially. During my discussions with my agent, I regularly ask them to estimate how much they made in income, how much they spent in their business expenses, and then in their taxes, and how much they had left. And guess what? Most agents made significantly less than what they expected. When I ask agents how much it costs them to run their business, the margin of error was generally around $19,000 and not in their favor. That meant that on average, agents were spending $19,000 more than they realized. With a little financial planning, you can avoid this and have a prosperous retirement. When I meet with agents and ask them their business plans for the next year, they almost always say they want to double their business. When I ask why, the answer is usually some variation of, I don't know, or I thought that's what I'm supposed to do. When I ask for specific numbers, they almost always tell me in terms of transactions. I want to do 2 a month, or 3 a month, or 40 transactions. Or they might tell me a gross closed income number. I want to make $250,000. They don't usually talk in terms of how much they actually make. GCI is great for the ego, but not great for the business. I don't care how much gross closed income an agent makes. At the end of the day, I care how hard an agent had to work for that amount, how much they had to put into it, how much they put in their pocket, and whether the amount they put in their pocket was enough to meet their personal and family financial goals. Did they make enough to cover their basic needs, their long-term needs, and to have some fun? Are they saving for college, paying off debt, investing in their business, and building towards financial independence? So here are a few key factors that are keeping agents from making as much as they thought. First, your commission rates are lower than you think. What's your average commission? It's not 3%, it's not even 2.5%. In fact, with concessions or other costs plus variable commissions, I expect that the average for an agent to be closer to 2%. Second, what's your average sales price? Most agents overestimate this. So you can see that if you just lowered the sales price and the commission, that's going to have a big impact on your gross closed income. Third, how much are you spending? I've seen agents who generate $500,000 a year in gross closed income, but spend $300,000 to get there. Then there are agents who generate $250,000 a year in gross closed income, but only spend $75,000. Who do you think has a better business? To really make as much as you want, you need a plan. It needs to consider your transaction volume, your commission amount, and your expenses. It needs to include an analysis of how much each type of transaction costs, how you work, and your financial goals, including long-term savings and taxes. If you can put these things together, then you can watch your bank account and net worth advance in the direction that you actually want, instead of always feeling like you're coming up short. If you'd like help putting together this plan, let's talk so you can start making as much as you really want and need to make. And more importantly, at the end of the day, you'll actually have that amount sitting in your bank account.